Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys for joining me. I want to thank my subscribers, new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know whenever we drop another video like this one. And without further ado, let's get into this video.
Is this man lying? Is he lying? And this is for religious folks. Stick out your echo chamber and replace black with just people. And look at the system you're in.
You say this and this gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. And I'm saying this with respect, okay? All right? Let me tell y'all something. If the religion that they've given us, right? Not the real thing, but the version of religion that they gave us, if it had any significant power of helping black people or people in general getting out of their current situation, we would have never been introduced to it.
Oh!
We would have never.
We pop it up. Say it again, bro.
Listen, if the religion that they given us, right? If that had any type of significant power or any type of power of helping black people or any people get out of their current situation, we would have never been introduced to it.
Whoa.
If you go look at the Vatican, you see the library of books they done kept from us. Why they ain't give us them books?
Right.
We all know that the Vatican got all the books when it deals with astrology.
Yeah.
Numbers. But they took this out, they took that out, put this out, and here you go. And if it, like I say, if the religion that they giving us, their version of the religion, King James, the one they keep chopping up and regurgitating and all this and that, if that version of the Bible or religion had any significant power to help black people get out their current situation or people in general, we would have never been introduced to it.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. And no disrespect. It's just the powers that be, the Vatican, they follow astrology and then tell you that it's witchcraft and that is an abomination and heresy while they pay attention to it. Why would they say that about astrology when they literally have a telescope named Lucifer? Why are they the holders or gatekeepers of information? Like, what's under the Vatican is not a whole bunch of ancient artifacts. No, it's information that they use against us. They use spiritual principles against us. How do you think they're in control? Because they know we don't. But we're waking up and learning instinctually by looking in. And you will never find that following a God that's outside yourself. Peace to God.
Ain't no hope. I don't give them fucking hope, man. Hope you gonna pay your goddamn rent. Hope your car work. Come on, man. Ain't no but bullshit.
No, I'm just saying. I think a lot of black people are being brainwashed.
It ain't got nothing to do with them.
Okay.
And here, if you say I'd like to go to Paris this year, but I can't afford, you just told 75 trillion cells to see to you don't get to Paris, huh? That's who you are. And when you find that out, huh? When you find that out, when they told me I had the worst cancer you can find, huh? I told my son, Doc, I said, don't show that to your mother, till after your sister get married. So I gave her the report. How could they do this? I said, bitch, you better get out of here. You think I'm leaving this pussy here for your high school sweetheart? You out your mind. I ain't going nowhere. I know I'm not going nowhere. If you hope don't work. You never heard no rich, powerful motherfucker say hope I'll win the war, but a fool. The real folks know they're gonna win the war before they start, except they don't count in the universe. Universe. There's no such thing as hope.
Man, that was deep right there. That was real powerful. It just goes to show, you know, our words do have power. You know, what comes out your mouth, you can speak into existence. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, like I think the video I did a couple days ago or something like that, man, speak positive. Speak high about yourself. Speak highly about others. Because what you put out, that universe is gonna get the universe is gonna get right back to you. So, you know, that's something to think about.
Talk about the plane that crashed on January 29, killing 64 people after a military helicopter crashed into it. Now, remember when I told y'all about symbolism and when stuff like this happens to pay attention to pictures, words, and numbers. Well, I'm sure by now everybody's seen the picture that was posted on the Philadelphia Eagles Twitter page of the guy dropping down from the helicopter saying, just drop down to say go birds. Well, that picture was posted on January 26th, ironically the same day that Kobe Bryant and his daughter lost their life in the helicopter crash 5 years ago. Now, for those who didn't know, Kobe Bryant was born in Philadelphia. But let's go a little deeper. The day of the plane crash, Jordan dropped the Air Jordan 1 Low OGs, Year of the Snake. Drop as in just drop down to say go birds. Now, what do birds or planes fly through? The air, right? Just like Air Jordan. But anyways, let's get back to these new Jordans called Year of the Snake. I know Kobe's trademark was the black mamba, the snake. And what does the snake represent? Deception and lies, right? All right, let's go even deeper. The Eagles just beat Washington to go to the Super Bowl and play Kansas. Now, this plane that's called the American Eagle 5342 was leaving Kansas and crashed in Washington. Now, who are the top two players on the Eagles? The quarterback and the running back, right? The Eagles quarterback wears number 1 and the running back wears 26. Put those numbers together and we got 1-26 again the day that Kobe's helicopter went down. And the day the Eagles posted the pic saying, just drop down to say birds. Now let's go back to the name of the plane, the American Eagle 5342. Reverse those numbers and you get 5-324 or 3-524. Now the crazy part is on the date 5-3-2024, the U.S. accused Russia of using chemical weapons on Ukraine, and on the date of 3-5-2024, Ukraine sunk a Russian Navy patrol ship by using Navy drones. Now, I find it ironic that not only were there American Olympian figure skaters playing, but there was also Russian Olympian figure skaters playing too. And what do figure skaters skate on? Ice, or should I say cute winter boots?
Well, so they didn't start to burn and pillage until they decided, well, all right, we have to teach them a lesson. The Ku Klux decided we have to teach them a lesson. So actually, we as children didn't hear any noise or any shots the night of the 31st of May. But on June 1st, they began to systematically destroy neighborhoods. And they had airplanes dropping things down on people's houses, and they had made up their minds to clear the entire area of black people. So most of the people fled. When they saw houses burning and the streets behind them, they left. But my mother was determined not to flee, and she poured water on everything she could put water on, trying to make the house safe so it wouldn't burn. But the first thing they did when the militia came was to take all the men, and they took my 8-year-old brother too, to a place, bullpen or some place where they were holding all the black men. And we didn't know, because we lived on one side of town and they lived on the other, we didn't know they weren't doing the same thing. The militia, you have to obey the militia, so we thought they were locking up the non-blacks too. But it so happened that it didn't occur that way. What they did was to disarm and lock up all black men. And then they said to the mob, there's nothing out there now but women and children, so you can do whatever you want to do. And that was when the real terrible things started to happen, because they would invade your house. And my mother had a very strong will. She was a Tuskegee graduate, and she had been trained to teach. But she decided, well, we have to eat no matter what's happening out there in the world. So she had 3 triangular pots that you could put 3 pots on one gas eye on the stove. So she was cooking, and she made biscuits, and they were in the oven. Well, when the crowd came in to pillage and burn, they were infuriated, because here's this woman cooking cream of wheats and making applesauce and and cooking biscuits instead of being terrified and running from us. So I think they thought they had to teach us a special lesson. So they took the food out. Of course, the children are cowering under this big oak table where my mother had put us. And then we saw them take our food out and throw it in the dirt. And then they came back and got the biscuits and took them out and stomped them in the dirt. And then they came back in to destroy whatever they didn't want to take with them.
So
That's sad to hear. What were they afraid of? What was the mob afraid of? What were the people afraid of? Were they afraid that we wouldn't need them no more? We wouldn't need their helping hand. You know, that's crazy how they got rid of all the, but then again, it's not crazy, but it's crazy how they got rid of all the men first and then just did whatever they want with the kids and the women. You know, but that just goes to show character. You know what I mean? Man, that's sad. Man. Like every time I hear things like that, it kind of like pisses me off. But then I gotta remember, you know, you gotta keep a level head, because once you start putting that energy out there, as you start getting back, so you gotta kind of keep a level head. It sucks.
you telling me California going through a flood after they asses had all them wildfires and the people still ain't pick up the debris? Texas flooding, and on top of Texas flooding, they just now rescued some American children from South America through the tunnels of Dallas, Texas. A 54-inch water main broke in Detroit, now it's flooding. Tennessee flooding again. Virginia flooding. Airplanes and shit just falling out the sky every time we look up. And on top of all of that, it was a shitload of people moving in out of Washington, D.C. and don't nobody know why, but as we look around, maybe these the reasons why. Everybody catching snow, and then some more snow about to hit in Texas, Georgia, on the East Coast, and in the Midwest. What the fuck is really going on? Like, y'all ain't, some ain't right, some ain't adding up.
Listen up. I'm in a small town right now. This is confirmation I'm being followed. I'm about to show y'all a correlation of red and blue cars that's currently tailing me. I have spiritual gifts. A lot of y'all not gonna believe me, but I'm gonna just tell it like it is. I'm tapped into a higher realm. I can hear people's thoughts. Look, this shit is crazy. See that blue car over there? Tailing me. You about to see a bunch of Indians, red cars, and a lot of action happen. I'm in a small town right now. So it shouldn't be, look how it's dead right now, right? Shit dead right now, right? Watch when I move. Now look. Look at the red, look. All this action, I swear to God, bro. I'm not crazy, look. He just put his hands to his head, look. Another one. Yo, y'all think I'm crazy? I'm in a small town. There's no way in hell this shit is looking like New York City right now when I come and take a walk. I swear to God. Look, I'm gonna go to a different part of the area. This nigga, he just walked towards me. I wish I had him on camera. Just keep your eye on him. Keep your eye on that FedEx truck. Look, what is he doing? What is he doing? He's monitoring me. Look, he knows he's being recorded. He like, I've been compromised. And it's not, I don't know what's going on, but this shit is crazy to me. Look, what is he doing? Gang stalking. Gang stalking at his finest. Got him in the flesh, bro. Y'all can't say I'm not being followed, bro. Look, not his vehicle. Every time I come out, he coming. Now he gonna fake come like he live over here. He don't.
Hey, do y'all think he was tripping? Or do y'all think like people was really following him? I mean, he seemed like not nervous, but he seemed like he's been peeping out surrounded. But it was kind of strange how old boy in the black coat just walking back and forth past 3 cars and like wasn't none of the cars his. He was way too suspicious. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. You think he was like just tripping, or do you think he was really being like spied on and followed?
And they tell you the truth, like always.
The alien ambassador is already here.
Whoa.
Not her. Him.
Hey, what's up, dude? You're an alien? All famous people are aliens. I'm not. I meant like really famous people.
It's just so obvious, I'll show you more in a second. But really quick, let me ask you this. Why is every Super Bowl, every Olympics, and any other main event always consumed by aliens? And of course they're showing me mantis aliens. Teen girl abducted by praying mantis aliens. And this right here was the first alien commercial for this Super Bowl. Look at his hand. Why would he do that? It's not rocket science, y'all. They're saying that all the famous people are alien because they're not of this earthly plane, but of this outer dimension. And you know, these white aliens are supposed to be the good aliens out of all the other aliens that help humanity. Kind of like, you know, when those fallen angels came down to help humanity. And white trying to appear pure because, you know, Satan masquerades as an angel of light. Remember, like, Kendrick was surrounded by the people in white the entire time and they were the only ones left standing? Not everyone that looks human is human, and there's a great delusion coming in. They're straight up telling you. Remember Lil Wayne's I am not a human? And the worship of these fallen angels continues. Nah, I'm just being stupid.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hey, if you guys haven't seen that movie, They Live, man, go watch that movie. Find it somewhere. I don't know where they have it. It might be on one of the streaming platforms or something like that, but if you can find it, watch it. It's a good movie. Roddy Piper, man, it's a dope movie. It was like what, at 88 I think it came out. Find it and watch it. It coincides with what, you know what I'm saying, it coincides with what's going on and the mass awakening and things like that. So check it out. It's called They Live.
What is this shit, bro? What the fuck is this shit?
The hell
Why
is
are
that?
they over a cemetery?
Hey, y'all think that's CGI?
Hey, y'all
think that's
better get
real?
right with God, man. Y'all get right with God, bro.
It doesn't like a hornet's nest.
Oh my God, the cops
thing
are
is
the cops are down there saying go back to your house, bro. Yes, come here. Look at this shit. The cops are down here saying we have to go back to our houses because they don't want us to film it. Yo, something big is finna fucking happen, bro.
I don't know, I feel like this sound was used in another video. But if that's real, whatever that is, that thing is huge as hell.
They've been hiding the true answer to this question from us. Why are these doors and windows halfway in the ground? During the early 19th century, strange events were reported worldwide. Cities were being dug out from layers of mud and debris. Buildings were being revealed that were covered to their rooftops in mud. A global cataclysmic event buried entire civilizations, erasing them from history. But here is where it gets rather unsettling. The Tartarian Empire, an empire often depicted in old maps, was an advanced civilization that existed across Europe and Asia. They built architectural marvels, had access to advanced technology, and were able to harness energy from the atmos. The mud flood, many say, was a deliberate attempt to wipe out Tartaria from history, hiding their advanced technology and knowledge. But it gets even darker. Look at the world's fairs of the late 1800s and early 1900s. These elaborate buildings, resembling ancient architecture, were supposedly built in just a few years. After the fairs, they were supposedly demolished. Was this to erase evidence of an advanced pre-existing civilization? The Chicago World Fair in 1893, the Paris Exposition in 1900, and the St. Louis World Fair in 1904. These events showcased magnificent architecture, and on official papers they were apparently built with plaster and wood. Do these look like temporary structures to you? The sudden disappearance of these architectural marvels raises the question, were they remnants of the Tartarian Empire, conveniently disguised as temporary exhibits, and then destroyed to hide their origins?
Let me know what y'all think.
So check this out, y'all. I guess this is their way of revealing these underground cities to us. So y'all know how Elon Musk is exposing everything, right? Well, he just exposed this huge underground city full of limestones where the retirement applications get processed. Yes, y'all, this huge underground mine that they're calling Time Warp is where retirement applications go and get processed. Check this out.
There's a limestone mine where we store all the retirement paperwork. And you look at a picture of this mine. We'll post some pictures afterwards. And this mine looks like something out of the 50s because it was started in 1955. So it looks like it's like a time warp. And then the speed, the limiting factor is the speed at which the mine shaft elevator can move determines how many people can retire from the federal government. And the elevator breaks down sometimes, and then nobody can retire. Doesn't that sound crazy?
I'm sure you guys have
sounds
plenty
super-duper
questions.
crazy.
Like, why is retirement applications being processed underground in a huge underground mine that they're calling Time Warp? And predicated upon if the elevator works or not depends on how many people can retire. What is going on here? How come we never knew about this? And why is Elon Musk exposing everything? I told y'all that shift is here. The shift in power, the shift in everything. Big shifts going on. Let me know what you guys think about this video. What is he talking about? Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace out.
We are not. So people's retirement is dependent on the elevator? Bro, how wild does that sound? For one, they're doing it underground. That's just suspicious right there. But it depends on if an elevator is working. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think about that. That just sounds suspect. So our parents and grandparents or people that's retiring from wherever they're retiring from, they have to worry about if the elevator is working in order to get their retirement. Okay.
In 2025, month comes from the word moon. The moon has a 28-day moon cycle. 365 divided by 28 is 13. 13 lunar cycles every year, which means our calendar has a missing month, which means we don't know what year we're actually in. This is gonna blow your mind. The sky is a clock. The sun tells the time of the day. The moon tells the day of the month. The stars tell you the month of the year. The sky above our head is intelligent. Everything on earth is matter. Everything above us is spirit. That's why they're floating. They're not rocks you can land on. The Gregorian calendar was made for slaves. Calendar comes from calends, the first day of the month the Romans had to pay off their debt. So what does all of this actually mean, and why did they do it? They made this fake calendar to cut off our connection with our celestial intelligence above and keep our mind, body and spirit out of rhythm with these cycles. We must live in harmony with the cycles above us. You can create abundance in your life with using the moon to your advantage. All of my students know this.
This is what they don't tell you. The Grand Canyon isn't just a natural wonder. It holds the secrets of an ancient, advanced civilization. But that's not even the craziest thing that was recently discovered. In a 1909 newspaper article, there were claims of an incredible find saying, an explorer discovered a hidden cave filled with Egyptian artifacts. The Grand Canyon has been studied for centuries, so what's really hidden within it? This is where things get scary. In the article, explorer G.E. Kincaid allegedly found a cave containing statues, tools, and hieroglyphs that resembled those of ancient Egypt. But here's the twist. Some scientists believe it wasn't even the ancient Egyptians, but an ancient advanced civilization called the Anunnaki. It's believed it was actually the Anunnaki who built the pyramids in ancient Egypt, and they also built pyramids and giant structures in part of North and South America. But once they left our planet, they took everything with them, leaving us with giant architecture all around the world.
Who do you think you are today? The more we learn about this.
If saying was a person, Kenneth Copeland is it, yeah.
Covenant of God.
He looks creepy.
What blood? The blood of this covenant. Glory to God. Yes, like Moses of old. There's they're coming one. Don't ever do it. Don't ever feel sorry for yourself. Don't ever do it.
Man, he looks evil.
Absolutely stunning. Just delicious. It is so good. And he will be like Moses, and he'll live 120 years. And he said, yeah. Preach it, brother, preach it, brother, preach it. Just before the cross. And we have a healing covenant.
Look at that dude.
Dwells in me, the pure, spotless blood of God. And Hesed was performed for me. He's my blood brother, and my father is my friend.
That dude looks creepy as hell.
That's who killed my son. At 17? Yeah.
Now we know why he was killed. Noah Scurry was a 17-year-old rising basketball star from Philadelphia. The kind of kid you look at and think, he got a future. He was the captain of his basketball team, putting up 15 points a game. He even had the highest SAT score in his classroom. The teachers loved him, the coaches respected him, and he was on his way up. But there was a side that nobody knew about him. The streets, they knew him as Joker OTV. So just the day before...
You know, it's crazy. It's, you know, a parent never knows what their kid is doing on the outs, you know. I mean, that anytime someone passes away like that, you know, it's kind of sad. Either way, it's sad. But you never know. Like, I got kids. I'm quite sure some of you got kids. Most of you probably do have kids. You know, but we'll always... And it's crazy because when things like this happen, you'll hear the parents say, "Oh, my son or my daughter was a good kid. They never did." Yeah, we don't know what they do on the outs. We don't know what they do when they walking home from school. We don't know what they do when they walk into school. We don't know what they do when they kicking it with the homies on the weekend. We don't know what they're doing. They're not, of course, they're not going to bring that ruckus to you, or they're not going to show it around you. You know, especially if you're a parent that parents your kids right. They're not going. I can't even say that parent your kids right. But if you're a parent that's parenting your kids, they're not going to bring that to you. They're not going to say, "Hey, mom, I'm out here catching bodies or doing this or doing it." They're not going to tell you that. Man, keep as and I hate to say it like this, but keep as much of a leash on your kids as you can. Because once they get out there and they get loose, to be honest, it's like really no getting them back. You got to really work to get them back. And I'm not saying that parents don't work to get the kids back, but you know, it's just some kids that they're enticed by the street stuff. And he was a probably straight A student on the basketball team, and then turned to doing that. You know, that's wild, man. But then again, you know, this type of music that they listen to, they like that drill music. They want to be part of that scene, and when you want to be part of that scene, look where it gets you. It gets you in jail or 6 feet under. And you can count countless people that pass away from that. Famous, non-famous, it's like an epidemic. But man, that's sad, man. Rest in peace to him and Gilly's son. You know, man, it's a crazy world. It's a crazy world we live in. Oh, that must be that Detroit thing, right? Yeah, I seen something about that, but I didn't. Yeah, it did freeze over. That's crazy. All that is ice. It's not even water no more. Okay, so this is when it was water. So was it? How did it? Was it a water main break or something like that? Whatever that was, that must have been a hell of a water main break or something, because that's for it to flood like that.
Right, Daisy and Deacon, make the noise. See if the tree will talk to you. Did you hear that? Right, say it again, see if it'll talk to you again. Right, shh. Did you hear that?
Yo, that sounds like a door opening.
It's a tree herder. Yeah. It's doing it again. Make a noise, Daisy, see if it'll talk to you.
Yo, is that real? I mean, I understand trees are alive. I understand that. They're breathing just like me and you. But yo, do they be like making noise like that? Let me know if any of you guys ever like talk to a tree and a tree done talk back to you or responded back to you or something. Let me know down in the comments. This is strange.
It did. Do it again. And again. Go on, make a noise. Say hello.
I think it's tree beard.
Say hello in tree language.
Say hello in tree language.
Right, shh. He said hello back. Amazing.
The devil only hear what you say.
That's why.
God only know what you think.
Say it one more time, brother.
The devil only know what you hear. God only know what you think. That's why intention is powerful. So when people manipulate me with their words and start talking, I just listen to the vibration of it. And if it vibrate low, it's some lies there.
Man. All right, you guys. Well, that's the end of that video. It wasn't too long. You know, pretty short video. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what was your favorite clip out of here. Man, that Detroit thing is crazy. How all that water flooded and then just froze over like that. Man, yeah, jeez. Well, make sure you guys subscribe. You know, like the video, drop a comment. I wouldn't mind hearing from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know whenever I drop another video like this. And until the next one, I'll see you guys later.